Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are taking a look at Dior Fall Winter 2021. There are 2 quints, 2 blushes, and I think 3 lip colors in a formula that I haven't tried before. It came in a beautiful box, and the lid is in the other room, but you know, the Dior with the beautiful ribbon, and I've already kind of unpacked everything, but you know, you get the lovely presentation and the lovely extras, and who doesn't like the extras? I've already done my foundation. I am doing the Face and Body in 2N, which is a little bit too light for me, so I did 1 pump of the bronzy drops from Drunk Elephant, and I feel like I got a pretty good color. I've already done my concealer, as usual, the Charlotte Tilbury, and then I did the Kosas, and I think we're ready to look at some product. So for the lips, I got a crayon. They're calling Rouge Graphist, and this is what it looks like. Now, somebody did a formula like this a couple of years ago. I think it was Marc Jacobs, and nobody liked it. And I've never heard or seen anybody talk about this particular product, but by looking at their website, I am under the impression it's not new. It's just there are 3 new colors for fall winter. This is a really pretty orange, and I do love an orange lip, but I don't think I have an orange like this. In fact, when I think of orange for fall, I think of something a little more muddy, a little more brown in it. And this, I think, is going to be perfectly appropriate for the end of summer as well as fall. And this is the color Vibrant Coral. There are 2 blushes in this Birds of Feather limited edition, and here they are. Look at how vibrant this is. Again, I think this is a color that would be great for summer as well as fall, and I'm kind of excited about it. I don't think I have anything just like this, but let's give it a swatch. So this is 462 and 462. 468 and 468. Now this one looks to me to be created, words, for one of the quints, and I didn't get that quint because it had a red in it, and I feel like I'm covered as far as red goes. I have 2 Chanel quads from last winter. I have the Chanel pencil I just got, which has a lot of redness in it when you blend it out. I have the Love palette. I feel kind of covered. And then the other color that stood out to me was kind of a mauvey on the purple side. And those are difficult colors for me, but I did want to try out this blush because I'm not sure I have anything like it. At the end of the video, I am going to go through some things and see if we can find some matches. The quint I did get is Nightbird, and I don't think I have anything quite like this. I am going to pull out my denim palette, and I'm going to pull out the Tom Ford electric denim that I just got to see what is going on here, but this kind of spoke to me. I don't know how I'm going to use it because I'm no genius with that, but it spoke to me. So let's do a couple of swatches for this. This is purple when I turn it to the side, this color right here. So I'm just going to do a slow rotation here and see if you can see what I'm seeing right there. So I'm going to do swatch, swatch, and middle. And I do love the formulas from Dior. And there we have that. And now the cream, and I love a cream in a palette. Oh, those are really pretty. Those 2 together, it's not really a cream. It's kind of a pale yellow, and the khaki, really pretty together. So I think you can get a couple of looks out of this palette. And there they are. So here's the color story we're going to do today. I'm going to move a couple of inches closer. And we're going to get into it. You know what's really interesting about me, I mean it's not that interesting, it's interesting to me, is when it comes to clothes, fashion, decorating, I'm very good with color. Really, really good with color. But when it comes to eyeshadow, I am like, I don't know how to put it together. I don't know what my problem is. It's one of the reasons I love watching Alicia Kinky Sweat, because she seems to have this innate talent for figuring out what colors to do with her shadows. I cannot, I don't understand why I'm just like blocked. I'm gonna go in with this kind of lemony gold all over. Maybe not all over, certainly this area here. Look how pretty that is. This is a beautiful gold, lemony gold, so it's not too in your face, and it's opening up this area really nicely. I'm going to go in with this peach color because the blush and the lip are using this color, and I want to tie everything in together. But I think, you know, you could do probably 3 two-color looks here. You could do this lemon gold with the khaki, or with this, I don't know what you'll call this, tangerine-y kind of color. You know what it reminds me of? A 50-50 bar. Do they still make 50-50 bars? Oh. So I guess what I'm going to do is kind of third, instead of using something for transition. And also I find that these really blend so nicely. You don't really have to worry about a transition. They don't have a hardness about them. And I'm going to go in with the same brush with the khaki. You know those new stilos that Chanel came out with? They're not new, but they're new colors. I think I kind of want the khaki one. And now I think I'm just going to get a nice soft blender brush and kind of even this up, because the eyes are not even, especially around here. So generally speaking, I would much prefer to have something more matte right here because of my hood and all my little wrinkles. I don't know. I do have a khaki pencil though from Charlotte Tilbury that I might bring into play. So it's a little bit evening because I ended up going a little higher when I blended that out. So I'm just going to go over it with a finger and try to fade it a little bit so it's not as much of an evening situation. But I really like. Before we go on and finish the eyes, I want to get into the blushes. So 468 looks like a beautiful kind of rosewood neutral that you could wear any time of the year. Oh, wow. It picks up pretty well. And this is a soft brush. I think it's the Suq. And I'm going to use it a little bit like a contour. I don't like to bring all the way up here, so I'm starting right outside the eye so it's a little bit like a figure 8. And then just pulling it in. That's pretty. Lately I've noticed I've been getting blushes that have a dark nature to them that I don't see when I'm doing this, but I do see when I'm looking straight ahead. And this one seems to be doing the very same thing. So it's almost like a contour blush. I think that's really pretty. I want to blend it a little bit more because it's a little more pigmented than I thought it might be. And there's a little bit of sheen to this that's very pretty. It's really pretty. It almost looks like I have highlighter on. do feel like I have a little too much on. But I can see how this would be lovely for evening. Now I'm going in with the Chikoto brush. I believe that these are both gray squirrel, and it also picks up a bit. So I'm going to be a little more careful about this. And put it on the cheek. Look at that, I'm hardly touching. So pigmented for sure. If you have darker skin, I think either of these colors will work for you. I'm going to wipe this clean and do a little more blending. I'll tell you what, you guys, I don't have anything like this color, but I do feel a little overdone. So when overdone, I like to kind of tie it into everything else. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more and drape a little bit. So it just doesn't look like, ooh, cheeks and nothing else. So I'm going to braid up. I just feel like that's a little bit better, but my goodness. This is pigmented, but it's such a lovely color. And it's, to me, this is summer. Okay, I am an impatient little girl, so I want to go in with this now, and then I'll go ahead and do my mascara and do my brows, and if I decide to do that khaki liner, I'll come back and show you that. But let's see what's going on here. It feels comfortable. And I do feel like, I think I need a little bit of lining, and orange is very hard to find. Bite used to have some fantastic liners. I think this one is orange. It is. I don't know why they stopped making these liners, because they had such great colors. You guys, I'm not getting fall out of this. I am going to do my mascara and do my brows, and then we will come back and see this final look, and then we're going to use the other two colors. Alright, I am back, and I did my brows and some mascara, and my overall feeling is I'm not digging the shine right here because I'm hooded. So I'm just going to take this Zoeva brush and see if I can kind of take some of that off. I would be fine if it's a matte, but I don't like that shine. But I do like the look I was able to create. One of the things that I really like about Dior is they have color. You know, they work with color, but their color always looks sophisticated to me when I consider their eyeshadow palettes. It's, you know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but some eyeshadow palettes have a lot of color, and they're just too much for daily wear, or for women who are a little older maybe, or for people who have crepey lids or who are hooded. And this is a way to enjoy color in a way that I think is more doable and has, yeah, more sophistication about it. So let's play with this first, and we're just going to add these instead of doing a second eye, because my eyes are a little bit sensitive, and when I take everything off and start over again, there's a lot of redness. We're just going to see what happens here. And for crepey lids, these powders are just so nice. There's no skipping and missing areas. So that's really kind of deepened everything up. So this is adding that blue, and this is the original look. And now I'm going to take this Chikoto, I think this is the 9 or the 10, I can't remember, and I'm going in with this one, which this could be a massive mistake, but I'm going to do some lining underneath the eyes. So, you know, doing all these colors at one time, probably not the best idea, but I want to show you what they look like. I really, I like this. Yeah, this has a dark nature to it. I think I'm also going to do, oh, pretty. Wow, nice. and clean it off and then do the blend. Wow. All right, I'm full on evening look. I have some conclusions and then we're going to do some comparison swatches. I love this. I love this. Like I said, I think you could do this color and this color, a look. This color, a look. This color, a look. I'm not sure how this coral, you know, kind of 50-50 bar color would go with these two colors. Maybe it's these two would really work with this khaki. Or you could do this and this. I've got it all on and I don't mind it. I like it. I like it. Now the lip, it feels very, very comfortable. I'm not sure why it was not well received when it first came out. Blushes, I really feel like these are pigmented and I went on a little too heavy. Even though when I got to the orange one, I didn't pick up a lot. I was careful because, you know, the warning shot from the kind of rosewood color had already been out. Look at the sheen on my cheekbones. I am not wearing highlighter. That's from the blush. But I just feel the overall look, maybe I toned down that orange a little bit and do more of the rosewood, you know, like let's block this out and maybe now that the eye is bigger, maybe better with this blush. OMG, I just did all these swatches and I just looked and realized I wasn't shooting. So, let's see if I'm going to remember the Dior, right here. Agatha Orange, Gucci. Grado, Flame. Bite Beauty, Persimmon. I'm not sure if they're still making this. This is the old formula. Shiseido, Night Train. Bird of Paradise from Clé de Peau, which I put that on top, so I'm wearing it right now. Sicily, Paris, number 31. So these are the oranges that I have. As you can see, I love an orange, and they're all kind of different. I think I hit every single one. Some are more muted, have more brown, have more pink, have more vibrancy, but I do not have something like this, the Dior, at all. Okay, I just took off the Bird of Paradise from Clé de Peau and just put this on. I haven't relined it. It's just a little more mellow because I definitely have an eye going on here and I am in love with this eye. I don't know why. I love it even though I'm wearing 5 colors. It doesn't look like too much. I think this is a great smoky look that is sophisticated without being too much, without being too hard for somebody who is older and somebody who has, you know, the hood, the crepiness. It's difficult to work with and I love this. I love it. Now, I do want to compare one blush. This is an unusual color for me. I don't think I actually have anything like it, but it's possible that I might. So let me go check. The Dior 468, right here. Pat McGrath Divine Rose, right here. And now I can see this is much, much cooler. While I thought this was a rosewood in comparison, there's definitely a little bit of warmth to that one. Pat McGrath Flirtatious, again, there is a cooler nature. This one is actually even cooler and not similar to this one. Pat McGrath Desert Orchid, hold the phone, right here. I feel like if you were to mix this and this, the Divine Rose and the Orchid, you would get this. Isn't it so unusual? It's just not reading that warm on my face to me, but okay, my arm is like 1,000 times lighter than my face right now. This is the 462, and there she is right there, and here is the Tower 28 Golden Hour. And I just don't think they're that similar. This one's much, much darker, and now I'm beginning to see a little bit of a pinkness on this one. So I have to say, I don't think I have a color like either of these blushes, and definitely the eyes. I don't have anything quite like that. So altogether, I think pretty amazing. Now, I did say I was going to compare to two palettes, so let's do that for the eyeshadow. All right, so this is the Bird of Paradise, and this is the Denim. I think we'll swatch the blues, but I don't really think that that's similar, so I'm going to swatch these two blues and these two, and in comparison, I can see how these have more green in them. So these are the Bird of Paradise. And this is the Denim, and you know what, you guys? I think these will work beautifully together, but I don't think they're the same. I can see how, just looking at the swatches, you might think this is similar, but it's not. There's definitely more green in the Bird of Paradise. And then the Tom Ford, which I think it's called Electric Denim. It's changed its name a little bit. We're going to just do this one, I think, because this is too dark. You know what's interesting? This Tom Ford looks kind of similar to this one, but there's more purple in the Tom Ford than in the Denim from Dior. And you guys, that's going to wrap it up. I feel like my face is getting darker and darker. What is going on? I think I might have put in a little too much of the bronzy drops for this foundation, but if I pull it all back, I feel tan, I feel summer, and I can totally see how these can go to fall. I love this eye look. I love this eye look. I love this eye look. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and I'm wishing you good health.